Hey guys, it's Brad, and as I promised, it's time to take off these end caps and see why this 15 kg bar is not spinning. Alright guys, I got the first sleeve off. Get these pliers, check my Instagram page for which ones they are. I tried with some neighbor's pliers, I tried with a cheap pair from Walmart, I ordered these from Amazon obviously. Everything came right off. Do not play around with pliers. They're like 25 bucks. Don't use ones you have. Don't get some cheap ones. Get these specific pliers. You see there's a lot of, it's very smooth right here, and I'm guessing that's where one of the bearings rolls. And then there's a lot of overspray from the coating. Like this other side, it's like bare steel, but then this side, there is a lot of overspray from this coating, and then it's kind of smooth right here, but also still some spray, and this is where the other bearing rolls. So there are two bearings. One sits in the sleeve up here, one sits in the sleeve down here, and then that's where the spin comes from. And then this is the needle bearing cartridge. And you see there's a ring that rolls, like the bushing or whatever it is rolls, and then within there's those needle bearings that spin as well. And it kind of feels really rough, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it has a rough feeling to it. I'm gonna oil these and work them a little bit. Might just need some time to break in, I don't know, but you saw how poorly this was spinning compared to my regular bar, which spins pretty smoothly. All right, let me get the other collar off and we'll check back. So I got the sleeve off of the men's next gen bearing bar now as well, and you can see and I can feel that this bar is much smoother than the women's bar in both places where the bearing sits. And I really think that's going to be what makes the difference here is the overspray on that coating. And then also, I mean, the men's bearing, the bearing itself doesn't really seem to spin more or less than the women's bearing. I really think it's just going to end up being that coating where the bearing sits. So I'm going to get these cleaned up. Probably going to take a wire brush and maybe some light sandpaper to that bar and do the same on both sides. Then we'll put these sleeves back on and see how she rolls. And here she is, all put back together after I sanded her, oiled her, gave her some tender loving care. Pretty good for a budget bearing bar. better than it was rolling before we took her apart and sanded her down a little bit. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Keep training, and I'll see you in the next video.